Okay. So one important distinction is that there are two main types of chemical messages. Those blue zaps I showed up above. And I want to give the two kinds, they have a name and then some examples that we'll see over the next couple days. There's type A, which have been described as gas pedals, and type B, which are brakes, with an analogy to driving a car. And a gas pedal basically is when active, they stimulate cell division. And when inactive, they do nothing. So perhaps you can sort of smell one of those doing something as dominant kinds of things, which is exactly what's going to come up in a few lectures. The gas pedals, when they're doing their thing, they're making the cell divide. When they're not doing it, they do nothing at all. Okay? They don't shut the cell off actively. They only turn it on actively. Brakes, on the other hand, when active, as you might expect, they prevent cell division. When inactive, they do nothing. So the idea is, you want to make the car go, you have to both release the brake and step on the gas. Okay? And they act differently. If your gas pedal is broken, the car won't go at all. If the brakes are broken, the car won't stop. Okay? And so it turns out there are genes in these categories. We could sort out the genes involved in controlling this with these two flavors. These guys are called oncogenes. They were found first, so that's cancer-causing genes. These ones are called anti-oncogenes. And they're also, another name for them are tumor suppressor genes, because they suppress tumor formation. And we're going to meet a whole bunch of examples of these. So there's a gene called RAS, there's growth factor, and etc. There's several other ones here. And there's an important one called P53. So that's gibberish now. It will make more sense in a few lectures. But this is a very important distinction. So as you read more about cancer, right, in the paper, they'll talk about oncogenes, and you'll probably hear about either anti-oncogenes or tumor suppressor genes. And the important thing is to think about how these things work differently. And again, I'm going to explain more in a little bit. There's